Everything looks good. You can't.
Summer.
Action, no, that's not it.
Weird would be, I have a habit of going to sleep eating a whole bunch of junk food.
I have the worst FOMO. I have really, really bad FOMO. Fear of missing out. Well, yeah, I have that, but in like social settings. But I also need to be okay with missing out sometimes because I also have work to do.
Well, I do well under pressure. I wait to the very last minute to do something.
I think I have a lot of weird habits. I burp a lot. I'm very gassy. Probably committing to too much. I overcommit and I'm gassy.
I'm so business sometimes. I think always being on 10 is like my thing. So kind of being able to relax and be at peace sometimes would be my thing.
I bite on the side of my mouth and I'm really thinking like really deep. I'll do like that. And you probably see me do it. I'm just like really, really thinking. I'm in deep thought. So next thing I know, I'm like this.
And we didn't test the water. And she didn't test, neither one of us did, if the plumbing was working. And she went to the restroom. Nothing went anywhere. It just stayed there. Let's just say I'm a really good friend. It was just bad.
I had a scammer that was trying to purchase. We literally was at the closing table and he was like, yeah, the money's gonna transfer. He literally had proof of funds. I think I talked to somebody from the bank. It was crazy. Like it was a full-fledged scammer.
And in the middle of a showing, we went to the backyard and I guess a bird flew in while we were there. But it wasn't flying when we came back in. And so the person I was showing, she was like, is that a bird? And I was like, no, I don't think so. So I'm like walking up to it and we found a noodle, poked the bird. Then the bird started flying and we all started screaming.
I've had this lead from Zillow and I went out to his property to meet this guy. I arrived, he wasn't there yet, so I called and asked him if he was there and he said he was there and I was like, well, I don't see you, I'm at the property. He says, well, I'm here, I'm looking at the property. I'm like, well, we must not be at the same property. Read back to me the address that you have so we can make sure we're on the same page. He reads back the address and I'm like, yeah, I'm here too. And he was just like, oh, never mind, hangs up, and I never hear from him ever again. And so weeks later he follow-ups with me. He was like, hey, can I see another house? And I'm like, we didn't see the first house. Like, what happened? And from then on, I carried a taser.
So one time I was going into a listing and I opened the door and there was a pit bull right there. The pit bull was coming towards the door and like I jumped over the patio. I didn't even take the stairs. I jumped over the patio like the pit bull could come through the door.
Oh, craziest story is I actually had a client a couple weeks ago that the day before we were actually supposed to get on a discovery call, I was already running a search and stuff for him. I found out that he actually died. Yeah, he got hit by a car in Miami and this was gonna be a really big deal for me. But yeah, kind of the craziest, weirdest, strangest thing that could happen is I was their realtor and out of nowhere, he passed.
So we have our first team photo shoot with our two newest team members, Ashley and Taylor. And of course we have Jasmine as our photographer. So we can announce that we've added somebody else to our team.
It's a video.
It's a cute video though.
How girls know.
I don't know. Maybe working for a nonprofit and like helping the homeless.
Well, real estate's not the only thing that I do. So, I mean, entrepreneurship, my nonprofit, my juice bar, everything else that I do outside of real estate.
Maybe like a travel consultant or, help people start businesses, help women feel empowered.
Oh, I would be a wedding planner. Still, I have a huge passion for weddings. I don't really want to work every Saturday night till 3 a.m. necessarily, but I like being a part of somebody's moment. Every job that I've had, it's had to be surrounding that.
I wanted to be a vet because I love animals.
Be a merchandise buyer. So I would probably work for like some company and I would buy products. The people that put the tables inside of West Elm, there's someone that has to go out and go find the furniture to give to West Elm and to negotiate pricing with the distributors. They have to pick the products that work their clientele. The government stands on how how they can affect people's personal lives. So like abortion laws, gun control laws, I think anything that has the ability to negatively affect people.
Gun violence, it's just too much. It's just a lot.
There will be less hate and more love. I think we need more love as a community, as a people, and as a nation.
World peace and love. I think I would change what love looks like in the world. There's a lot of hate in the world, and if we get rid of the hate, I think that can really change everything. You know, if people really understood what love meant, that would change the world.
For everyone to act out of love.
That's so weird. I have never been.
I know. I was a supportive person.
Sorry if you caught that. No, you know what? You should put it on there. I was here supporting y'all, and all of y'all left. Y'all left.